Hey, knuckleheads, this is Megan. I'm hoping this stupid technology BS starts working for me. As y'all know, I'm very boisterous. I'm very straight up. I don't hide nothing from nobody. Never have, never will. I kept silent for the most part when it came to this BS about Florida. My thoughts on it. Morning, Harm. How you doing, bud? Good to see you again, man. How you been? Yeah, I've been very silent, if you will, on this mess with Florida. Excuse me. I hate allergies. Oh, good. What they say is wrong with you. Is you getting better? Yeah, I'm hoping this thing works. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I've been having issues with the technology. I'm trying a new streaming platform, so I'm just trying to get used to it, and I'm hoping that I can get it working because if this works out, I'll be able to use it more, do my live streams and stuff like that, get back into it. Let me see something real quick. I wonder if I could take it off. Oh, nope. Yeah. One of the topics that I've been talking to him about. Oh, you didn't tell me you had surgery. Oh, well, hopefully everything pulls up and it's all normal for you. You know, we worry about you. You know, your family here on our channel and stuff like that, and we care about you and all that good stuff. So, what kind of surgery did you have? Doctors say that you're getting better. Yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping Harm gets back if he didn't lose him. But one of the things that bothers the hell out of me is a lot of people that knows these clans, clubs, what have you. And I know a few of them that are in it. But when crap like that happens and they from what I understand, they used to be good friends. They were friends, whatever, they coexisted amongst each other. Just fine and good. Our brotherhood, our livelihood, our family is on rocky ground as it is because of shit like that. You weren't a gangbanger when you were younger, great. Most of us was. We grew up on the streets. We didn't have a good home. We didn't have the laps of luxury like a lot of these knuckleheads did. We had to fight, scrape everything that we had. We had to fight for our clothing. We had to fight for our food. But you know what? When you joined an MC, all that gangbanger shit should have left. The elders should have helped you grow into another evolution. Because if you know anything about the MC culture, these little fuzz bitches are trying everything they can to destroy us. Look at Australia. Look at England. Look at what's happening here right now. You bitches want to act like a gang, then don't do it underneath the MC's cut. Because that is giving the frickin' feds the fuel to take us down. To make it to where we can't wear our cuts. To where we have to sit there and be off to the side. Where if we do meet, we have to do it in secrecy. I know there's several places in Australia that has that already. They've been fighting that for a long while. I don't want to see it coming up here, but it's heading there. Look at Texas, Texas profile. You wear a cut, doesn't matter. You're riding a motorcycle, doesn't matter. You get pulled over, you get profiled, you get put on a national gang database. Only because you're riding a motorcycle. That's BS. We are not a gang. But this bullshit that happened, that little girl got killed over what? Stupid pride? Check yourselves at the fucking door. You're in a man's world, not a gangbanger's world. You're not in junior high. What's got me fired up more is that innocent girl getting killed. She had nothing to do with it. But yet she paid the ultimate price. She's as young as my youngest kid. If that was your kid that just got killed, how would y'all feel? How would y'all feel about that shit? If that was your kid that just got killed. The dude that was with her Had nothing to do with her killing, but he's in jail. I haven't heard about the other idiots that did the shooting too. If they were found, if they were smart enough to turn themselves in, I don't know. But like I said, if you're gonna act like a gang, take off your cut. Best thing to do is fly under the radar. Don't let them know what you're doing. It's sad. Tears my heart up to see bitches like that filled with stupid pride get a little innocent lady killed. For what? Not a fucking thing. You want my opinion? One, if you don't earn that patch, if you don't earn that cut, don't wear it. Do not go down to Craigslist, Amazon, whatever, buy you a cut, buy you the patches, go home, max out mommy and daddy's credit cards, buy you a little bike, grab a few friends together. Nah, that ain't how this life works. This life has always been if you don't earn it, you don't wear it. If you didn't earn your cuts, drop them, walk away from them until you do earn them. If your club don't have the hang around session, the prospect session, which is the most important part of growing up in the MC world, you must have the prospect session because that is your learning grace. That is where you will learn everything about the motorcycle club as a whole, about the motorcycle community as a whole. You will learn about the brotherhood. You will learn the ins and outs of what it really takes. And it will define who you are in the MC. I've been in this community for several decades. I'm not stupid. I just play stupid because there are certain things you talk about and there's certain things you just don't. But if you're going to act like a gang, take off your cut. At least the cut that states that you're an MC and a one percenter. The Florida idiots little bitches, are now putting our community on high alert to the feds. Not only to the feds, but to the civilians. The community as a whole is what either makes us or breaks us. And right now, with this shit going on in Florida, it ain't looking good for us because the community, the ones that are voters, are now looking at us through fine tooth comb. Who knows how many thousands of people are walking away from the biker community of wanting to be like us, to have that dream, to live life free. It saddens me. It really does. It tears my happy ass up. I was in a gang several years growing up. I've seen some pretty good people die. I've seen a lot of innocents die. World War II vet came up to me when I was starting to hang around in the MC world. Sat there and he started talking with me. He sat there and he stated that there's a few things you got to follow. One, you must know yourself. Two, if you come from the gang world, leave it at the door. If you're out to get yourself the thrills of being Bobby Badass, don't. That'll just get you killed. That'll get someone else killed that's needless. We sat down for several days just talking. Now listen, I was pretty young, but also had a lot of sense to sit there and listen to an elder. Because being Native American, that's one of the things that we're always taught when we were kids is listen to our elders. Pay attention. You learn. See, that's one thing that I always state is the fact that you got to have that hang around session. Start to get to know people. Let them know who you are. Don't be afraid to sit there and say, hey, I'm a knucklehead. I do this. It's here. But don't sit there and go in like you think you know everything because you don't. I've been in this lifestyle for 50 years. A lot's changed. Some for good, some not so good. But I'll be damned if some bitch is gonna sit there and destroy my community, our community, our brotherhood, our family. It ain't cool. Shit needs to be made right. One of the things that I've always lived by is the golden rule. Respect. Respect the brotherhood. Respect your cut. Respect the family. Respect the community around you. Honor. Have honor in yourself. Respect yourself. Honor your word. Your word is nothing if you don't keep it. Trust. Trust is earned, not given. If I don't trust you, I don't have anything to do with you at all. Not even family. There's several family members that's blood that I don't do anything to do with because I don't trust them. They've shown me that they cannot be trusted whatsoever. Loyalty. Not only loyalty to your family, your cut, but loyalty to the biker community as a whole, the brotherhood. Because see, it is not just about you. When you join a club, when you get that patch on your back, you have now lost yourself. You have now gained a family that is more dedicated to you at your side than your own blood. So I know 90% of the people that I've talked with came up the same way I did on the streets, broken homes. Like I was in foster care, a good portion. I was in JDH, juvenile detention. I was in jail. I was in, it don't matter. We all have same stories. We all have the same scars. We all have the same BS. But you know what? When I was out there riding my bike, I felt like I was in heaven. Not because I was a badass wearing a cut, not because I sit there and I'm bigger than most kids, a third of my age, even half my age. Because I walked with many other like minded morons. I'm saying in a good way. But, you know, like I said, One of the things that still sticks with me, and I will always continue to say this, and I've said this many times since this fiasco happened in Florida. It's the best thing to do is run under the radar. Learn what that means. It's a military tactic. The vet that sat down with me for several days talked about that. By the time I got done, my head was swelled. I was loving life because I sat down and learned a lot. That's one thing that we got to do. We got to learn. You know, one of the things that I would love to see is more of our brothers getting together as a whole, not a whole. It can be done. I know it can be done. Yeah, there's blood loss on all different sides of the cuts, but that's fine. As a brotherhood, we can get together. We can get over this Florida fiasco easy. Just got to heal the wounds. We've got to get together and heal the wounds before it's too late. Man, Harm, I hope you feel better, bud. You know, we're praying for you. You know, we miss you on our channel on Discord, and all that good stuff. And glad to know that you're doing good, bud. I guess every day we send prayers up to you and stuff like that. Man, it's sad, you know. They've got to figure out what they're going to do with you and make you feel a lot better. Because I know you got a lot of life inside you, bud. But at least now we know that you're doing all right. And one thing that I keep hearing before I forget again is the fact that I was sitting there. Oh, damn. Alexia, but I know you're going to be sticking around for a long while. We're tough Indians. I'm glad you know that you're healing better, you know, because like I said, we worry about you and everybody on the channel is always asking about you, seeing how you're doing and stuff like that. But yeah. On the topic of banding together, you know, all MCs together, uniting as one. It can be done. But one thing is that I hear knuckleheads sitting there saying, Oh, well, yeah, it can be done. We could work on it. Da, 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 da. And the next breath, when they're away from certain people, on the next breath, they're sitting there going, "Oh, it'll never happen. There's too much blood spilt." Da, 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 da. So, you're wrong. It can be done. It is possible. We just got to stand up, make sure that we are our voice. We make sure that we stand up for our brotherhood, our sisterhood, because we have a lot of ladies that are in MCs as well. Our job is to protect those ladies. Our job is to protect those ladies because, ladies, without y'all, us men have absolutely not a fucking thing. Ladies are our life bringers. Ladies is what keeping life going on this planet. There's boys out there that get a small paper cut and they're crying for mommy for days. I don't understand that whatsoever. I'm a dinosaur on that aspect. I was told young, when you get your ass beat, you take it. You take it like a man, you walk out like a man. The only thing I knew how to do was to be tough because I had myself. I didn't have everybody else to help me out. We need more men in this MC community. We need more stand up people. I keep hearing that it's a man's club. Yeah, but most of all, we are family. And you cannot have family just with dudes. We've got children, some of us grandchildren. I've asked several kids what they felt about wanting to join the motorcycle club. A lot of them right now are saying no because they don't want to get killed because of someone else's stupidity. When I came up in this scene, when we seen motorcycles go through, man, we were just livid. We were excited. We were like kids in a candy store with dad's credit card. I mean, we just loved it. We didn't care what you got on your back. we were just excited, because that was the coolest thing in the world. Watching how everybody was respected. Yeah, we had parties back in the day. We had fun back in the days. We got into fights, you know, but for the most part, we were always underneath the radar. We didn't let the fuzz know what we were doing. Some of us old timers, some of us graybeards will tell you the same exact thing. Today's MC culture is nothing like it was back in the day. Road captain would sit there and just go up and say, "Hey, got this killer plan to go." We would go there, well, on the direction of where we're supposed to go, but life would hand us a journey. Life would hand us an adventure. Even though we have this little map drawn out and stuff like that, we'd go on this little run. We'd go on excursions. We'd go all different directions throughout our goals without any worry about, do we look good? I mean, hello, is our hair just messed up right? Do we look good in our cut? Walking around with your $100,000 of clothing and your $20,000 bike. Get out of here with that shit. That shit drives me nuts. Best thing to do is just be yourself. You're not impressing anybody by acting like a big Bobby badass. Like I was told when I was a kid, don't act bad unless you can back yourself up. Don't use weapons unless a weapon is brought out. If you pull out a weapon, you better make sure you use it. There's an idea that I was thinking of doing, but I'm going to do that for a later video. Something I've talked to several friends up throughout the last few years. I'm going to do something. I'm really going to think of something, on one of my next videos. I'm going to do something really cool. On, what was his name? Shaggy. I think it was, or Bones. Hit on the subject. Listen to him and I say, yeah, I've been talking to that a few times with a few friends of mine. Like I said, that'll be the next video, or one of the next videos. Anyway, I'm hoping that I got this video going. I don't know if y'all can see me or anything like that, but I need to cut this short because I got to go get something to eat. Wanted to come on here, try this new thing out, and to give my voice, my opinion on those little bitches in Florida. Y'all may be cool, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that you're wearing a cut if it's earned. Not bought on eBay or Amazon or one of the other sites that's selling our cuts. If you don't earn it, don't wear it. That should be the number one thing on your guys' protocol. One thing you guys should be taught. If you don't earn it, if you don't have that hang around session, and if you don't have that prospect section, then that club ain't for you. If your club does not have bylaws, then I would not even walk near it. Because the bylaws is the other thing that saves your happy asses. When you're prospecting, that's the time to learn what it means to be in a family, not in a gang. You're not in the warlords. You're not in the Crips. You're not in the Bloods no more. You graduated. Now you're with the big boys. Big boys, different attitude. We're a whole different animal. But us graybeards, we need to set them in line. We need to sit there and take turns teaching them. How are we going to pass on our knowledge? How are we going to pass on our tradition if we don't stand up and start teaching these young pups the right and wrong? How it feels to be a man in a man's world, not some junior high play school crap. I'll admit, some of the things that we learn on the streets stays with us because that's what keeps us alive. But when that shit infiltrates your mindset and you got this pride, that's one thing that's going to kill you. Pride like that, sitting there saying, oh, you can't do this, I'm a diamond, da, 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 da. You know, fuck you and your diamond. Your ego is what gets you killed. Your ego is what gets your ass kicked. Your ego is what gets your cuts taken from you. Know your role. Know your role well. I am extremely pissed that that young lady lost her life over stupid egos. Oh, they didn't give me the fingers, you know, to pass. Da, da, da. It's like, you know what? I'll give you some fingers. You know, and I got to hand it to one thing. My middle fingers for always standing up to me or standing up for me, saying what I don't have the right words to say. And those two fingers are for your stupid egos. We need to preserve our way of life. We need to sit there and walk a better role. We need to set our examples for the young punks that are coming in off the streets thinking they're still in the gangs. Nah, you're not. If you think you're in a gang, you got that gang shit mentality, then there's that fucking door. Drop your cut. Because all you're doing is hurting our family even more. Right now, politics, it plays a big role right now. Oh, I don't like politics, da da da. Well, neither do we. But right now, we need to pay attention closely to the politics because the politics is what's coming after us. The laws will be passed, just like down in Australia. They can't wear their cuts. There's a lot of places that will not allow you to wear your cuts. You cannot even form together with more than 4 people. But if you do, they have to be blood relatives. They cannot be in your club. Do you want that here, the US? Do you want it to where we can't even wear our cuts, but only in private? Do you want to sit there and see our livelihood, our brotherhood, our family, our way of life, our existence to disappear because of your stupid fucking pride? Fuck you. I'm not going to sit by and idly sit and watch knuckleheads sit there and destroy freedom. We as bikers are the epitome of freedom. That's one thing that makes us so fierce. One reason why the government loves to try to take us down at any given time is because we are free. We live by our own rules. We live by our own codes. We live by our own agendas. But we also live for our family. Whether it be on 2 wheels or 3 wheels. We are still a family. When one bleeds, we all bleed. When one does something stupid like Florida, well, that's on their own asses. We don't care. We don't have part of it. I've been in this lifestyle for several decades. I never thought that I'd see bitches infiltrate the greatest thing our great father's ever given us. Honor, respect, loyalty, trust. All those things are supposed to be drilled into your head. This one, not that one. We need to start cleaning house now before it's too late. Everybody knows on my channel, I say it at every video. To me, it don't matter what cut you wear. I don't care. You've got my respect. Don't matter what you ride. It's just the fact that you are riding. Except for those Can-Am spider looking things, whatever the hell they are, with a trike in reverse. Those aren't bikes. Those are snowmobiles with birth defect. Oh, that's good to hear, Arm. You know, we've got your back, bud. We got your back. We got you 100%. If you need anything, if you need to talk to us, you've got our channel. And eventually I'll learn how to put we do have a Discord. If you guys want to join, great. We're a great family. We don't have censorship on our page. We don't believe in it. Believe in freedom of speech. Whatever you face, you've got your back. We are old school in a new school world. But anyway, I've got to run for a little bit. I love y'all very much. Now, that was my 2 cents on this Florida thing. Everybody kept asking me how I felt, what's wrong, da da da. I was like, dude, told a few of them when I was in the gang, yeah, I've seen a lot of death. I've seen a lot of innocents get killed. The gang mentality means that you don't care. The innocents are just collateral damage. They should not have gotten in the way. All right, bud. Well, like I said, you know where we are. You know, we miss you. We always wonder how you're doing and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, your family here, we love y'all. We pray for you every day. I'm going to have a prayer chain right above my deal here as soon as I get it fixed. I've been working on some leather deals, so I'm going to make a leather prayer chain all the way across. But love you. As always, on the end of my videos, I always sit there and say, no matter what cut you got on, no matter what ride, whether it be 2 wheels or 3 wheels, you've got to respect here. It don't matter what cut. It's just the fact that you're the family. Keyword, family, not a gang. Get that gang crap out of your head because it's going to kill too many people. Don't lose it all because it's what keeps us alive. Us graybeards didn't get old by being stupid. We've survived. We'll do it again. But anyway, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you make someone laugh today. Because you never know if that person's going to be saving their lives. Another thing that I always do on my channel is I always give a shout out to all the military. Whether you're serving now, on your way to serving, or have served. It don't matter whether you were in the Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, Army. It don't matter. You served. You're serving, or you're going to serve. You got a shout out. You got a hearty salute. I've got you guys 100%. If you guys want to chime up in this videos, hey, I'm not always one to sit there and follow suit with what the title says. I love interacting with y'all. I love hearing your voices. I love seeing how y'all are doing, what's making your day good and stuff like that. I'll interact. I don't miss a comment. When I see something like that, I will always respond. But anyway, a salute to all our military, past, present, and future. No matter what cut, we all bleed the same. We all breathe the same. One machine. One heart. One soul. United we stand, divided we fall. Remember that. And bitches like that, Florida, they're dividing us. They're helping divide us. I said they may be cool dudes. I'm not ragging on them. It's just their actions. So I don't hate nobody. It ain't in me. I just hate their actions. But anyway, with that said, I love y'all. Have a good night. Harm, we love you. Lisa, and everybody keeps wondering about you, seeing how you're doing and stuff like that. And we'd love to hear from you on our channel. Like I said, your family, we're here for you 100%. If we can do anything to help you out, let us know. We'll be there for you. We've got your six. A hearty salute to you, Harm. We love you, brother. You're a cool dude. We've got you. All right. Night, y'all.